guys, we're at the Fairtex booth here at Magic. We're hanging out with my man Scott Smith. Scott, what's going on?
How you doing?
Hanging out, man. How are you? That's the question.
Good, man. I'm in Vegas. There's all kinds of people around, all kinds of fighters, good-looking girls having fun.
Yeah, right. There's worse places to be, yeah?
yeah.
Now you're training in the Sacramento area, right?
Yeah, I train in the Sacramento area. Me and James Irvin, another UFC fighter, have a gym, their Ultimate Training Center. But I actually drive to Fairtex 2-3 days a week. It's about an hour and 45-minute drive for me. But I drive there 2-3 days a week just to work out with Gunyao Fairtex.
Now, the guys at Fairtex are treating you really good, right?
Yeah, they treat me real good. They take care of me as far as gear. Fairtex is all over our gym. You know, gave us a good deal on the gear, and the private training is the most important thing I get.
Now, let's talk a little bit about your training. You're obviously a real MMA guy. I mean, you know, nowadays you can't be one thing. You have to be multifaceted to make this thing work. And from some of the fights that we've seen you be in, that is actually exactly what you do. Tell me a little bit about your training and how you're working on being a full, mixed martial artist versus a jiu-jitsu guy or a boxer.
Well, I started out wrestling background. I took 4th in state and junior college wrestling in California, which is pretty good. From there, went on to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I really only started the Muay Thai kickboxing about 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm known more for my kickboxing now. So that's kind of, I think, how everybody wants it. People want to think you're just a wrestler. You want to have the knockout power, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. So right now, it's just a matter of keeping it all tied together.
Well, I got to ask you a question that everybody out there is wondering. The fight with Pete Sell. I mean, that's a career notch right there. That's a highlight reel forever that will forever be embedded in our minds and also in the history of the UFC. Pretty amazing, man. Where did the heart come from? How does somebody I don't think that somebody like myself or you or anybody else out there, that's something that you can't learn. That's there or it's not.
Yeah, it was just the whole fight in general was just a great fight. Me and Pete Sell had trained together on the show. We knew we were going to go out there and bang. We're buddies. We still talk. I talked to him a couple weeks ago. We promised each other, hey, let's go out there and just put on the fight of the night, and we did. We got our bonuses for fight of the night. And, I got hit in the stomach. I was winning that fight, and it's just one of those you don't believe it happened. It's like, no, I'm going to lose this fight off of that one punch, and I had one last punch left of me. I threw it with everything I had and happened to catch him.
Amazing. First of all, I mean, I got to give it up to Pete because a real body shot like that, I mean, that's something that is not very popular in MMA necessarily, just straight like a body shot that just drops a dude, That was a hell of a punch, first of all. So I have to give him props on that. Right. Then, second part of the puzzle, I got to give you props on, first of all, staying up because a good body shot, for those of you who don't know, and those of you who do know, you know exactly what I'm talking about. A really good body shot is not going to be like, oh, it's going to be that kind of delayed reaction. But and once you get that delayed reaction, it's just unbelievable pain.
Oh yeah, like I said, it took me 2 minutes to get my breath back. And part of training and fighting, some people do good just fighting out of fear alone. I mean, you get caught with a body shot like that. You got a monster like Pete Sell running at you, with his eyes wide, ready, going for the kill. A little bit of fear comes in, and that's when survival mode takes over. And the only way I know how to survive is throw a fist in somebody's face, and that's what I did. And
devastating. And you guys are well remember that after the body shot, after you're hurt, then it was a big right hand, yeah? And just drop Pete Sell. That was the end of the fight. Amazing highlight reel. Just a huge history for the fans in the UFC. A great job, man.
Cool, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the kind of fights I like to go out there and put on. I like to go out there and have fun and entertain. That's what the sport's all about, is that whole fight that me and Pete Sell had. I mean, having fun out there, a lot of respect, and it's 15 minutes of business in the cage, and then afterwards, we went to the same after party. I was dancing with his mom that night, so we were having. Cool. That's what the sport's all about.
Absolutely. Now tell everyone where they can find more information about you and what you got going on.
You can link us through the Fairtex website, or you can go to ultimatetrainingctr.com. That's me and James Irvin's new gym. Check us out there.
All right, Scott, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Right on. Thanks for having me.
Scott Smith on the Ultimate Podcast.